You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast. I give you New Wave Shop Talk, Shop Talk, Shop Talk. New Wave Shop Talk, New Wave, New Wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop Talk, Shop Talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New Wave, New Wave.
Real. Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. All these them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.
You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast.
Paul was like, "Get out the car, Thad."
Oh shit, he was ready.
Yeah, I was like, "Man, leave it alone, man." He's like, man, just leave it alone.
Niggas taking my kindness for weakness.
You think you tough?
Back in the days, all we needed was these.
Dad got his pistol.
That's why I said that.
Oh boy got his razor.
Yeah, I can't bring a knife to a gunfight.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. You ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, 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 man. This is another edition of New Wave Shop Talk. And this is brought to you by Famously Broke Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, man, on the gram, the website, you know what I mean? FamouslyBroke.com. Also, New Wave Barbershop, you know what I'm saying? Today, we also have Flossie B here, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, we have the, tell them the name of the album real quick.
Oh, that Slap by the Pound is out on all major streaming platforms by the boy Flossie B. FLAWC E. What a B, man.
For sure, for sure. I guess that was your introduction then. You know, I am the host, Dina Boy Juice, and to my left, we got...
SD Pasadena Sean, it's all the same.
And where can they hear your music at?
On everything, man. Audio Mac, motherfucking iTunes, motherfucking anywhere you listen to music, man. Anywhere you listen to music. YouTube, you know, anywhere you listen to music. Spotify, anywhere.
Yes, sir.
I'm on them all, man.
That's dope, man. I need y'all all right now, man, to go subscribe. If you checking us out right now, go subscribe.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like the page, like the channel.
Pasadena Sean on all platforms. That's Pasadena Sean, PasadenaSean.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Dina Boy Juice with no I. You feel me?
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, man, make sure you like the page and, man, follow us on New Wave Shop Talk on IG. Yeah, IG. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get those follow-ups there so y'all can see what's going on.
Thank you.
I need to post a picture of the venue. I'll post it by the time this come out. So right now you can go check us out. You know what I'm saying? New Wave Shop Talk and see what the 100th episode is going to be. It's going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? Nice atmosphere, nice drinks flowing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a BYOB party. So, you know what I'm saying? Bring your debit card.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Support the business.
You
Be
feel
ready.
me? What is this? Episode 94?
I think
94.
95.
94?
94?
I think it's 94.
94.
Yeah, I think 94. So, yeah, episode 94, man. You know, I had a lot of people graduate that year. Who played and was number 94? We usually always give somebody a number 94.
Was it
Chad
Greg?
Brown.
Was it Greg?
Chad Brown wore number for 94 from Pasadena,
Yeah,
man.
Chad Brown did.
okay.
We're in
For the
Greg
Steelers.
Lloyd. Did Greg Lloyd wear 94 for the Steelers too?
No, I think he was like
98. Was he 98?
something like
I
that.
think he might have been
But Chad
94.
Brown for sure.
Was
Yeah.
Haley 94 that
Yeah,
played
he
for the
was
Yeah.
Niners?
94.
Yeah,
Charles
he
Haley
was.
was 94.
Okay.
But Chad Brown definitely because he from Pasadena. And I know his
Definitely.
brother Vance. That was my
Thank you.
dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, we know SD know everybody, so
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying? He know everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. So man, we're gonna start this show off with a new single that's about to drop. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
So,
sir, man.
introduce
Thank
it.
you.
I keep saying, man, I'm gonna drop it. The summer is upon us, man. I've been feeling good. I'm getting back in my mojo, man, to write music and, you know, to put something else together, man. So,
Thank you.
You know, I got my boy Edie Amin from the Outlaws, man, and we put together some shit in real time, man, and like to hear it go. The song is called Real Time, featuring Edie Amin from the Outlaws. You can look him up at Edie the Don on
Thank you.
all social platforms.
Thank you.
It's official.
Let's do it.
Who the hell is Carlo?
Ayo, Levi.
Yeah, what you know about making something out of nothing? Playing with the game when I'm really out here hustling. My youngin' in the paint, trying to stack it like Pringles, but it crumble. I tell them better stack it like Jenga, cause it double. If it's ever on the floor, better pick it up. Taking chances every day just to get it up. Use whatever for motivation to get it up. If I send them and they hit, then we split it up. Diamonds dancing on me like a stripper. If it ain't beloved, I don't want it. If they talking about pay, bet I'm on it. It's about to happen, I can feel it any moment. I just need some time to create, cause they own it now. Clip loaded, nothing less than 100 songs. I don't wanna see nothing less than 100 long. Had to get it right so I can right my wrongs. Hey, my young dog tell me life like a sandwich, man. He say no matter how you flip it, man, the bread come first.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make good sense. Playing with this game out here gon' have your ass past tense. Like, remember him? He used to be. He was cool. R.P. Rest in peace, my pieces, they authentic. If I said it, believe it, I sure meant it. I get it, I'm gon' spend it. I spit it, she gon' bend it. She with it, I'm gon' send her for real. Outlaw representative till they take me under. Looking for heaven, cause it's hell for a hustler. It's go time, hesitation ain't an option. Matulu home, so we celebrating and plotting. We know the feds watching, fuck. Headshots, fuck. We ain't never love them, forever thuggin', but we do it a little different now. Found a way to stay alive, gotta watch this money pile up to the ceiling. Can you feel him? Edie Don, willing and hope dealing. Listen.
And I come from nothing, I'm just talking about a whole bunch of something, man, trying to get to it. I just wanna ball. Get it off with no risk involved. Beat the odds so the team don't starve. If it's ever on the floor, give your mans a call. I just wanna ball. Get it off with no risk involved. Beat the odds so the team don't starve. If it's ever on the floor, give your mans a call.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hot fire.
Dylan.
Yeah, that's gas right there. Don't be stupid, dummy.
Don't be stupid, man.
Pasadena Sean, man, featuring Edie Amin from the legendary group, the Outlaws, man. I appreciate that, brother, man.
Much love.
That's a real dude, man. You know, every
Real
time I
individual.
call him, he pick up that phone, man, and I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Edie, man.
Shout out, Edie. I love the way that he said, you know, niggas is staying alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Watch that money pile to the ceiling. And that's a fact, man, because I know in the Outlaws, Tupac, he lost a lot of friends.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Lost a
Saddam
lot of
Hussein,
friends.
Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, probably a lot of people before that. You know,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Real shit.
That's what it's about, man. Maintaining, staying alive out here, and, you know, prospering, man. Because, you know, motherfuckers got kids and shit. Ain't nobody trying to see, you know, your headstone and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you watching this shit, you alive. So,
Thank you.
man, figure out a way how to stay that way, man.
There it is.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
staying alive. I'm staying alive. I will.
Oh,
real.
my bad.
Stay. Don't be
I
stupid.
thought you was bringing back 1979, nigga.
I was on that Drake and Lil Baby.
Shit.
Staying alive. I'm staying alive.
Thank
But
you.
that did derive from that. Did come from that.
Did they
Oh,
do
of
that in the
course.
video? If they didn't, they some squares.
I don't know.
They had to
I'm
do
not
that.
Thank you.
Staying alive.
Disco fever.
You feel me? Man, how y'all doing, man?
Solid, man. Solid as a rock, man.
All is well, man. Hanging in there.
Man, that's good, man. That's good, man. Flossie B, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. You know what
Pasadena
it is.
Shine, Dina
Yes,
Boy
sir.
Juice. We up in this motherfucker, man.
Yes, sir.
We done finally got rid of the June gloom. Weather is getting nice and warm.
Thank you. Warming up, looking
You
beautiful,
know,
looking
even though you
beautiful.
wouldn't know it looking at Flossie B, this nigga dressed like it's a motherfucking 25 degrees out there.
Yeah, man, you know how it is when the sun go down in Cali, man. You know,
You know what
gets a
I'm
little
saying?
nippy. Player gets a little nippy.
Yeah, I was just in Arizona, man, and it was blazing.
Oh,
Then
I know it was.
at night, it did cool down tremendously.
Yeah.
So
That's
I was
that
surprised.
desert. That's
Sure.
that desert.
So they are feeling a little climate change, just like we are too.
Hell
How hot
yeah.
was it?
It was 104.
Yeah.
I remember that Arizona heat. That shit so hot, man. You go on any metal outside and you will be able to fry an egg, nigga.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I really like feel for the homeless community out there.
Oh man, they be out there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's hot. And I know like maybe 10, 20 of them die every year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the heat. Like the heat
Yeah.
is just too much out there.
Right.
I like the area. I love it out there. It's beautiful. You
Right.
know, it's mostly clean. That's the main thing. Like
It is in a lot of areas.
Phoenix is a clean city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's so hot, man. It's so hot. It's unbearable sometimes, you know? When it's 95 degrees, nigga, at 2 in the morning, nigga.
Yeah, that's hot, player. That's sweltering.
Yeah, that's
Don't
super
be
hot.
stupid.
Man, for real, for real.
Niggas can't do the heat, player. You know how that do.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I melt out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shit.
To a certain extent.
Man,
Stupid.
you feel me?
Arizona ain't it.
I try to melt in their mouth, you know what I'm saying? Not in
On
their
their
hand.
hand,
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, but the big trend that's going around, man, is first of all, man, I don't know if we did this last week, man, but I think we did. But still, we're going to send another condolences to all of the people that was aboard the submarine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
You know,
That shit was crazy.
yeah, it was crazy. And then when they showed you how the shit looked, nigga, I wouldn't send my cat on that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that, that was the death trap.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
At some point, that was going to be a death trap.
you feel me? Because, I mean, even if they made it down to see the Titanic, they wasn't going to see the Titanic.
Right.
You still looking at it on the screen.
Exactly.
You could have sent a robot down there.
Well,
nigga.
they had this one window that you can look out of, but you like you said, you can only see it on the screen. To see it in its entirety, the best,
Man,
it would be on the screen.
Crazy.
man, I'm going to tell you this, ass. Niggas didn't have, that was a screen that looked like a window. They didn't have no windows on that motherfucker because when you get the pressure that low, you cannot have a window.
Right.
Now, if they did have a window, they was dead at 1,000 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, nigga, the pressure of the water, it's like this. When you're going down in the water, right?
Right.
The pressure, it goes, you got the bottom pressure coming up. Then you got the pressure coming down. That's why when you were saying that it imploded, right? The pressure is too much. So if they had a window, that shit was going to crack from the pressure.
Right.
So they got to go down at a certain speed, and whenever they came up, they would have had to come up at a certain speed.
Right.
When they was thinking about finding the motherfuckers, they was like, they're going to die anyway because we got 24 hours is going to take them to come up from that depth because you got to go slow and steady up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they only had, at that time, like 5 to 10 hours left of oxygen
Right.
if they were still alive. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But when they start finding debris and shit like that, they knew they was dead. They knew it imploded. Like,
Right.
whatever the tin can they was in, it couldn't take the pressure,
Thank you.
you know?
And they said because they didn't service it like they should have.
And that nigga put some shit together, nigga.
Yeah, man. I heard they fired the dude for bringing up some of the, you know what I'm saying, concerns when it comes to the safety of the vessel. So,
Yeah.
you know how people got their own agenda, man. It don't matter. They'll get you out the way.
Yeah.
Get somebody else on the job to give it the approval. So,
Yeah, definitely. And that nigga died too. The CEO, he believed in it so much he went down and
Went
died
down
with
there.
it.
exactly. Cold thing.
I think I was saying the only person I really feel sorry for is the kid,
Yeah.
the 19-year-old. I mean, you never want to say, oh, somebody died this tragic, you know, because I was watching some shit today, and they were saying, like, when you get to a certain depth, what happens? You know what I'm saying? Like, They death was instant.
Oh, of course.
They could have died like out of 3 different ways, and the death was instant. You know what I'm saying? They could have got the shit busted and the water came in.
Right.
It's going to give them a super shock. They was going to die that way, imploded. They was going to die that way. And if they didn't die that way, it was going to be like an air pocket the size of if you throw up Oregon sign. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Throw up the O or whatever. And they was going to be trying to suck that little air until they died.
Exactly.
That would have probably been the worst way to die.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing you're about to die, like, man.
So what they were saying is that as they were going down, you know, about an hour and 45 minutes into it when they lost communication, that's when it imploded because they said the vessel just gave way because it couldn't take the pressure. And it had been down there a couple of times. And, you know, they didn't, you have to continue to maintain something like that.
Right.
You know, or you have to make new ones every time you go down because, you know, the wear and tear that the pressure puts on the vessel, you know, is you can't repair that.
Yeah, exactly. You can try to fortify it, which they probably tried to do with some makeshift shit.
They did.
You know, but it's not going to be good enough, you know?
It wasn't. And, you know, they end up losing their lives behind it.
Man.
Cold game.
It is.
Out of all of this time, man, you think of 2 places people want to go, right? They got stupid cash. They want to go outer space and they want to go to the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
Both of these places, all of us that's alive, we done seen people die doing both.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was in the 4th grade when the Challenger blew up.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I happened to be home alone that day, and I remember that shit. And everybody was in hysterics about it. And I didn't understand what was going on. But later on in life, you know, that was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, my brother.
No, it's all good. I was in the 4th grade, Miss Young class, and I think I remember her name because of this day. She wheeled the chair in, and she was like, "Oh, we're gonna watch this. They got a teacher on board.
Yeah,
they got a
we all
black
watched
dude
it.
on board."
Right.
And we was watching that shit. It was like, "Oh, not 13 seconds."
Yeah.
Boom, boom. We're like, whoa. She hurried up and turned it off.
Everybody turned it
You know
off.
what I'm saying?
Of course.
I was like, no, we want to see. You know what I'm saying? And we can like giggle about it, but that was some tragic shit.
Oh, that was traumatic.
Like that was even more traumatic than this going on right now because it's like we were all kids and he said he was home alone.
Yep.
I don't know if you was in school at this
I
time.
was at
I had
school.
chicken pox
Yeah,
that day.
I was
You
at
feel me?
school.
So
I never
I was
forget that.
watching
I
it
had
at
chicken
school.
pox and my grandma had to go to work. And she worked from 7 to 10.
Right.
And I remember sitting at home and was watching that because it was on every channel
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
back then. And
Cape
that
Canaveral,
yep.
right?
Thank
That's
you.
right in Orlando, right off of, in the water off Orlando.
Man.
That shit was crazy
They
though.
was telling us about the plan, when they coming back, how long
Yeah.
they gonna be
Right.
up there. And then it was like, oh, all signs good. All signs good. As soon as that first little thing left the thing, it was just gone. I was
Thank
like,
you.
oh, man. Like, yeah, they didn't survive that. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
laughing, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they didn't survive that. That sucked.
Teacher, first black dude going into space.
Right.
And we was juiced.
First woman, right?
Was it the first
I
woman?
think that might have been.
Nah,
the
she. Yeah,
The teacher
it
was a
could've been.
woman. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it could have
It
been.
could have been.
The first woman,
Yeah.
too.
First
Yeah.
woman, first black man.
Yeah.
They tried to do it all at the same time. And shit. I don't know. Thinking back, right? This is just, I just came up with this idea right now. Do you think that it was something that they did because they didn't want a woman or a black man going into space?
Well, you know that's always been a conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people think that it was shot down.
Right.
I'm just saying you never know, but a lot of people think that. You
Right.
know what I mean? So
But what we
if you
learned
go
later
back and look at the footage now, you know what I mean, is you know how it is with technology is yeah, it hits you a little different. You know what I mean? But there's been so many, but that's definitely something that was always talked about. Even, you know, back then when I was a youngster, you know, around the old heads, you know, that's something that they would always whisper. You know what I'm saying?
there
at
was
the table.
conspiracy theories
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
used to talk about that all the time, though. Especially, you know, the fact that it was a woman and a brother.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want, like at that time in the 80s, like women was barely maybe like 20, 30 years into being able to get into the workforce, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you said 80 around 30 years, yeah.
Like the 50s or the 60s, right?
Yeah, the 60s.
It was like women can work and stuff like that. And then, you know, at that time, the black man, it was always they on crack, they selling drugs,
Right.
or they stealing and robbing and shit. I mean, just like today. But back then, it was like, okay,
Prominent.
yeah, it was super prominent because drugs was everywhere. It was more murders back then than it is now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she was saying that she's younger, so she didn't understand like the different eras of like drug dealing or the different levels of drug dealing.
Right.
You know, she thought that everybody that got a sack, nigga, was out there robbing and killing a nigga on the next block for selling dope. I was like, no, I wasn't like that. Like, you
Not
watching
at
too
all.
much TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? The TV is for you to be like, oh man, who they gonna kill next? Or niggas was trying to stay alive. Niggas wasn't.
you.
I'm
Trying
not
to
gonna go
feed
on your
themselves
block.
and
You're not
feed
gonna
their
come on my
family.
block. It's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had niggas that short stopped and you know what I'm saying, did shit like that. But niggas wasn't just going to kill a nigga because he served a sack on his fucking block. You
Thank
know,
you.
you had some niggas that was with that, but them
Yeah.
niggas wanted to be the kingpin.
Yeah.
And they were
You know what I'm
kingpins,
saying?
though.
Yeah.
That
You
was
feel
the
me?
difference. So
Yeah.
it was all about the threat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
And
the fear.
and the
fear.
mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
but the fear. You
it was
gotta-
a different time.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, people protected their shit, whether it was, you know, their product, their name, whatever it was, you know, especially here. And it's funny, you know, because I came here after the bullshit,
Right. Me too.
you know, and, you know, it's funny when people talk about it, you know, I listen to the stories and whatnot. And I remember people saying that Pasadena wide open now. And I didn't understand what that meant, but you know, later on in life, you understood that, you know, it was a certain person here who had a chokehold on this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
He had a chokehold, and you know, niggas couldn't breathe. And then
Thank
when they
you.
took him off the streets, it was like it was a free for all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we gonna have to get my uncle on this motherfucking man to
Talk
talk
about
his
it.
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because he was on the
He's
other
part of
side
that
of that
generation.
coin.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? He was going against that faction.
Thank
you know what I mean? He wasn't going to be settling for crumbs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're going to have to get him on there. You hear me? You hear me? I said uncle. He my cousin, but, you know, since they older, you know, I give him the respect of being
Thank
like an
you.
uncle. But, yeah, we're going to have to get him on here, man, and talk about it. Trying to talk him into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. I
'Cause
did.
shit, he just got out from doing a stretch for all of that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So, you know.
Yes, sir.
That was 90s or 80s,
80s.
80s and 90s.
80s. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No. That generation, that was the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
He went down in 87.
Yeah. It was the late 70s.
Yeah,
80s.
Right.
Yep. They took their stronghold, and he ran it for 10 years. You know, and you know, everything was cool until the bodies came into play, and that's with anything. You know, that's one thing we know about the streets. You know, everything is cool until, you know, bodies
First
come
one,
into play.
that first one, and then got to be a second one.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's where that term, man, get down and lay down came from.
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Thank you.
because everybody don't want to be doing what you doing, and you going to kill a nigga because they don't want to fuck with you.
Thank
And that's
you.
how it was. You know what I'm saying? And then it's crazy because, like, we all know kids that came from that. They our age now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know, they promote their name and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it is what it is. You know, let's get into the first topic. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? Shit, man, we gotta talk about the 14-year-old. You know what I mean? Who mom told him to go in there and pop old boy. Yeah. So what happened was, a lady was in the I think it was like a hot dog stand or
A little Polish boy restaurant,
right
in Chicago. They got them all, you know, everywhere.
Yeah, and you know, the guy was in there. I don't know. They got all the video, but they don't have what the argument was about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she in there arguing with the dude, and I guess she just felt funny. She texted her son.
The nigga told her he was gonna beat her ass.
But before that, she texted her son. Before that happened, she texted her son while they was arguing. She texted him, man, bring the strap in. You know what I'm saying? She had a carrying concealed weapon license, CCW, right? So she was like, man, bring the strap in. This nigga in here acting wild. You know what I'm saying? Because if you notice when you watch the video, what happened was after he hit her like the second, third time, you hear the pop, pop. And then they turn the camera. Well, they show the store, and he at the thing just looking. And when he see her hit him hit her, that's when he pull out the weapon. You know what I'm saying?
And he popped her.
And he popped him. He popped him in the back. Yeah. Old boy tried to get up out of there. The mama was like, man, go finish the job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ran out, shot him some more, and killed him right on the spot. You know, my question is, first of all, how do you feel about that? And, well, I got to say this, too. They charged him with murder, and then today they released them and dropped the murder charges. But how do you feel about that? S, I'm going to start with you.
I'm going to be honest. That's a tough situation. Mm-hmm. I'm a mama's boy.
Right.
And if my mama call a shot, I gotta follow protocol.
Definitely.
I can't haggle with that. Because if not, I gotta live with the consequences of what happened to my mama and her living with that trauma. And, you know, we're all mama's boys at heart. And, you know, if my mama told me something was going down and this was about to happen, I'd be like, man, I gotta follow mama protocol, man.
Definitely.
Do what she tell me to do.
Ain't no other way.
No other way.
Yeah. How you feel about that?
Yeah, man, it's a cold situation to be in, number one. You know what I mean? And like who's not going to protect their mom? You know, that's the thing. Like, you see that obviously he put his hands on her, and him being a male, and him being the male, you know, fashion of his, you know, his family and representation. You know what I'm saying? He was just put in that situation. So definitely an unfortunate situation, because, you know, that's something that young man got to live with too, you know, at such a young age, you know, and that's a lot of trauma to take in, especially after seeing your mom being abused.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's a cold situation. I mean, it's, well, what can you do? It's like a catch-22. You damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation. You know what I mean? So, you know, possibly, you know, obviously I definitely don't condone the taking of, you know, a life. You know what I mean? But, you know, popping him and, you know, leaving it at that and calling police, you know, versus chasing a brother down, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's something else. But like you said, his mom gave the order. So what you gonna do?
If your mom gave you an order and your mom was, you know, a nigga was in there talking shit. One thing, I'm going to say this, man. I don't care what a woman say. We gotta give our black women, we gotta have patience for them. And a lot of times when they going through what they going through, we gotta walk away. Because we have to, if the shoe was on the other foot and your mom called you, what would you do?
Exactly.
And the brother would do the same thing. And I'm not saying the mother was right for even calling the shot. But what's funny for me is I've had that happen before.
Right.
Where I had to defend my mother because I was the man of the house. And she expected me to do that. She knew I was young with pistols and playing with pistols. And I had to defend my mom.
Thank you. Real shit. A lot of us has been in that situation, but like you said, man, what you gonna do? Especially when it comes to mom who don't love their mama. So, you know, but yeah, it's just a cold situation all the way around. Somebody lost a life. That young brother got to deal with that trauma. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's gonna be something to, you know, a hard thing to overcome, man.
I think like this. like, I don't mean to bring funny shit to the situation, but when you watch the video, right, before the nigga hit her, the nigga say, "On my grandmama," and then the nigga reached back to Pluto, and man, you heard the punch.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, okay, you put that on your grandmama, who rested in peace, obviously, and then you hit her. Now you with your grandmama. You know what I'm saying? And she up there, wherever you at, hopefully you close to her, and she's telling your ass how dumb you was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you did something that was totally out of pocket.
Exactly.
Man, out of pocket. I mean, you at a fucking fast food restaurant, basically, and you that mad that you want to hit a lady?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, man, I'm sorry, man, but he got everything that came to him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We got to have patience for our sisters,
Yeah,
man.
you know?
And that's one thing I noticed that we don't. A lot of men, you know, they would go left on sisters. And we got to know that, you know, they got people who love them.
Yeah, definitely. He
And-
found out real quick.
Man.
Exactly.
And old boy stood up for his mama.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we as a whole, as a culture, as a community, when it comes to, you know, people, you know, from the hood or whatever you want to reference it as or whatnot, we have to do better at de-escalation.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, because we're so quick to escalate matters. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just have a cooler head and let that prevail versus escalating something to a situation that could have obviously been avoided.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the thing, because that was probably an argument over somebody's place in line, or, you know, some so minute.
Well, they showed a video where she was the only one standing up there. So obviously she was just taking too long to order. That's the only thing I can get from it. She was probably taking long to order, didn't know what she wanted. The nigga was probably in a rush.
Exactly.
You know, I blame the people that was there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No intervention.
Sometimes we have to say,
nigga.
somebody has to
No
intervene
intervention.
and say, bro,
Like, we hate
it ain't
to-
that serious.
Yeah, we hate to get into other people's business because you don't know if the dude knew her from the past
And
or
then it's
anything like
Chicago.
that. Yeah, Chicago, and that's why he walked
anything
down
can
on him.
happen.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Like, look,
But
bro, man, just let her order, man.
We talked about this before. The young boys, man, they vicious. In order for them to go to school, in order for them to walk home, in order for them to do whatever they need to do, they do it with guns, man. Everybody got a gun in Chicago.
Like, I did a little research, man. That little boy, straight A student, never fired a gun in his life. You know what I'm saying? Never fired a gun in his life, bro.
Had to rep his mama.
That was the first time. And what I don't agree with is her telling him to chase him down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I do agree with, if you watch the video, if y'all, you know where to find it. You know what I'm saying? Just look up 14-year-old stand up for his mom, and they're going to show you the video. So in the video, in the end, you see them like real close, and he like snatched something away. She's trying to take the gun because she want him to shoot the lady that say, he told you. After he socked her, it's a lady in there. They say it's his girlfriend. And she was like, he told you, like after he hit him. Then you hear the pop. So, you know, go check that video out and listen to that part. You know what I'm saying? And the mama wanted to pop her too. Like, oh, he told me, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
In the heat of the moment, to get personal, man.
Yeah, man, it do, man.
I'm talking at your front door, nothing virtual.
Man, you feel me? Shit. Lyrics from the Pasadena Shine, you know? But, you know, it's a lot of things that could have went wrong with this situation. You know what I'm saying? It went right, I guess, for them, but it could have went wrong. You got a gun in a 14-year-old hand that never fired a gun before, and he's shooting at the dude that's right in front of you. He could have missed. If we all know how bullets work, nigga, if you ain't, you know, you can be, nigga, if the target is 30 feet away and you sway a fraction of a millimeter, that shit gonna go 10 feet, 5 feet, 4 feet to either side or up or down.
Exactly.
So he could have actually shot the mama instead of shooting the perpetrator.
Come on,
Real
now.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
Come on
sweet.
now.
So, you know, she was charged with child endangerment and all of this, you know, reckless he was charged with reckless homicide and all of this, right?
Right.
But like y'all was saying, you know, she gave the green light for it. So I just feel like if she was charged with anything, not the murder, it would have just been delinquency to a minor. You know what I'm saying? You told this little boy to go get the gun. Now he got to have fucking therapy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He got to have therapy for doing what you wanted him to do. But what I said when this happened was, if that dude got a criminal record, they gonna get off. And lo and behold, this nigga done been to the pen 3-4 times.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He been arrested over 20 times. You know, we ain't victim shaming or nothing like that, but this is just
telling
facts.
the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
And ain't nothing wrong with the truth, man.
That come into play,
Thank you.
man.
It do for anybody, not just
Yeah.
him. Anybody.
Yeah, if you watch First 48, any of these shows where somebody killed a gang member that been a menace to society and all of that, look how much time them people get. They get less time.
7 years,
You know
and they
what
end
I'm
up
saying?
doing 3.
Yeah, they get less time, man, because police probably wanted these niggas off the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But for
saying?
him to go off the way that he did,
Yeah.
and for him not, he had lack of respect.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest.
He was gonna do it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Again, if he would have got away with that, he'd be slapping a bitch up right now.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That was obviously his MO.
Yeah. He doing it in front of everybody and didn't give a regard to nobody that was there.
Right. And had
You know
no
what I'm
respect.
saying? Man, no respect.
So,
And
so
obviously had to be outlandish because, like we were speaking on, as far as no intervention, the way he probably got out of it was probably so reckless. Everybody already knew he was with the business.
he had to be from that neighborhood.
Oh, of course.
And then what happened after that was, catastrophic.
They didn't pull up to fight this nigga. They
They
pulled
went to
up
go
to
get a
get
sandwich.
food. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And whatever went on, she was disrespected.
Yeah.
And
He
motherfuckers
got
gonna step up.
he got what came to him.
So
man.
my question is, do you think that he got what he deserved?
Definitely, I do.
I do too.
I do. Because I was thinking about
little
this. Ain't no more ice.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You yell at me on camera.
Flossie dropped it off.
No, I didn't drop it off. It just all went in my cup.
Dropped it in your cup.
I
I never heard that before.
I don't know how that
Dropped it in my cup, pimp.
Yeah.
Where all the yak go? You spilt it? Nah.
Yeah,
yeah.
just dropped it in my cup.
player. It just dropped in my cup. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about giving nothing back.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
He
Recycling.
definitely didn't. I just thought about it. Nigga didn't
Recycling's
like,
not in my blood.
Oh no, because it was still liquids in my cup, so it just
It
filled
was
it all
liquefied.
up. It just
Yeah,
filled it
man.
all up.
I had my Flossie B germs on there. I knew y'all wouldn't want none of those.
Yeah,
wouldn't
player.
want that.
No backwash. I know you don't want that.
I got this from the back of the closet, man.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah.
Thank you, player. If you want to know,
Let me get a little shot of margarita mixture.
Shamana hamana.
Humana. Ah.
But yeah,
That's
man,
it?
it's
Yeah,
that
and I'ma
old
just
saying, no
Put
player.
a slap of, the little thing in it.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, because he wished for that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes that death comes fast.
Well, you got to know where you're at. And he thought that he was a factor. Let me get a little tequila. He thought he was a factor from where he was from, man. And, you got to understand, young people don't care. They don't care.
And like you said, they in Chicago, nigga.
Yeah.
They not gonna let you get back up and come do it later on in life. No,
Exactly.
nigga. You about to get this issue right now.
now.
Ain't no coming back, nigga.
Thank you.
Shit. Fuck all that. Because if they would have shot him in the back and he would have survived, nigga, he been looking for her for the next 30 years.
Oh yeah, all mamas.
You
They
know
would
what I'm
have had
saying?
them relocate.
Yeah. And shit. The young boy, like S say, the young bull. Shit, the mama, because
Yeah,
the mama
she
told
called
him
the
to do
shot.
it. She was like, look,
Exactly.
nigga, you're going to have to finish this nigga. He going to come back and get us. You know what I'm saying? But they turned themselves in when they figured out it was them and they had that. They turned themselves in.
They did the right thing.
They did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because she knew that it was a possibility
It
that
was
they
over.
were going to get off. I'm just saying, she probably knew it was a possibility. Like, look, young man, I might have to go away for a few years, but
Right.
we ain't going to do no life on this shit. So we just
Yeah.
going to go in there, fess up to whatever we did, and it's all on camera.
Yeah, let's
you know
keep
what I'm
it
saying?
moving.
Yeah, this
It's
shit
on
happened on the
footage.
22nd.
It's
you
on
know,
footage.
but it just came out Sunday, which was yesterday morning, and it was just the buzz of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You.
So, but rest in peace to the guy, 32-year-old, you know, guy from Chicago, wilding out here and shit. You know, he got what he asked for, an early grave.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yeah, unfortunately, man.
Yeah. Because it could have been your daughter, your mama that he was going to hit next.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody just would have popped him, just period.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. What you got for us, S?
Man. So, it's funny, man.
Ha 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 ha.
It's really funny. A lot of things have been going on in the world. And, you know, I remember not too long ago we were talking about the building in Davenport, Iowa that collapsed.
Right.
And, you know, it was really crazy. But it got me watching things about structures. And this shit has been going on for a while. It happened in Miami a couple of years ago with the building.
Right.
It's happened with roads as of recent.
Oh, yeah,
You know, just
bridges.
a lot of different things. Yeah, because, you know, structures get old and motherfuckers need to be maintained. And they can't go in and blast and, you know, recreate the structure. So what they do is they lay shit over it and try to fix it and mask it.
Retrofit it.
Yeah, and it in the end it just doesn't work.
Just like Ocean's Gate.
Man, it's, you know, a lot of that. And so, you know, I just, you know, I feel for the people who have to suffer through that because I couldn't imagine a lot of the things that go on and, you know, being in a building in Miami, just chilling, you know, making, you know, me and my girl making a fish sandwich, and the next thing you know, the whole side of the building is gone, and, you know, we're looking for each other.
Yeah, that's
I couldn't imagine that. You know, it's one thing if it's a natural disaster, or earthquake, or something like that, but it's another thing when the building just gives away.
Exactly.
You know, and you know, I want to say condolences to everybody who lost their lives and whatnot, but man.
Yeah, it's a cold
How y'all
thing.
feel about that?
Man, it's real spit, man, and it's unfortunate the way these funds are allocated out based on budget. You know what I mean? Because that's the issue.
Yeah.
With a lot of the infrastructure when it comes to the United States as a whole. You know what I mean? It's just wearing away. You know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of issues in a lot of places where individuals broke ground and, you know, at one point in time they were thinking, oh, this is a cool, you know, area, but with, you know, global warming and just the change in weather and, you know,
Things are
now
changing.
now it's you know, millions of people in populated certain areas to where it's really low key kind of unsafe to live, but you know you don't get that heads up, that FYI when you're making that purchase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not aware, if you're not from the area, or if you're not familiar, you know what I'm saying, you can be signing up for a death trap.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like you said, because you know they got all this money for Space Force and you know the military and. You know, but these funds aren't being allocated to, and that creates jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just an unfortunate situation, man, because people are losing their lives behind it, and nobody's, you know, standing up for anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, oh, let's just call in the engineers and just say this is what it is. That's cold game.
I feel like this though, like, so say what you talking about to me means like the infrastructure, the bridges that's collapsing, sinkholes in the
Exactly.
street, stuff like that happening, right? All that shit was built in 30s, 40s, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long
Of
as I've been
course.
alive,
Right.
this street been here.
So check this out.
Yeah.
Roosevelt put a plan together in like the 1930s, I think 32, 34, for the national highway system.
Right.
They started in about 36, 38, in 1936, 1938. They didn't get finished with it all completely until 2010.
Definitely.
Of
Do you
course.
know the first freeway?
Thank
That's
you.
the freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 110.
We drive down it every time we go to LA.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was the first freeway.
Thank
So,
you.
you know, sometimes, you know, got to be careful. Sometimes you might drive that motherfucker and it's going to be a hole in that bitch.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Especially back
saying?
in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but see that and that's another thing though. And like I said, talk about that funding. See, when it comes to California though, you see the work getting done. The Golden Gate Bridge and all the bridges in the Bay, and them motherfuckers ain't falling down.
They stay getting worked on. So what I was trying to say was that the sinkholes and all the infrastructure, freeways, you know what I'm saying, the highways, the bridges, all of that, that's for the state, right? But when like the building in Davenport, Iowa, the building in Miami, that's a personal property.
Yeah.
So if I buy this property, I'm taking the money, like the building in Miami, we're going to say, right? Close in the city, right?
Oh, of
Motherfucker
course.
probably got 100 apartments.
Thank you.
Nigga making, just say if it's 1,000, you making 100,000 a month or $1 million a month, whatever it is.
Easy.
Right?
Easy.
And those people, they out here buying Gucci instead of being like, you know what? Let me get these people a hotel every 10 years, get everybody a hotel for however long it takes, and fortify my building.
Right.
Because I want to keep making this money. Now you done lost your property, and okay, you might got insurance, and you might got $1 million
But you
to
about to
go
get your
build
ass
some other
sued
shit.
up.
Oh, yeah.
But you're going to have to give a lot of that money away.
You're
you
a
know what I'm
liability
saying?
now.
Yeah, you gonna.
Man,
Yeah.
what? If they said Juice built this building and it collapsed, they're going to be like, oh, who built this building?
Exactly.
Juice? Oh, I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
You're going
you.
to have some niggas, because now I got to lower the rent. So you're going to have people that's going to come into this building that want to pay the lower rent. But as far as a owner never does anything. You know what I mean? When they
Does
come,
the bare minimum,
the
yeah.
bare minimum. When they come through, all they want to do is, oh, the sink don't work. I'm gonna send a plumber there to fix it. You
And
know
what
what I'm
they
saying?
do is Drano that bitch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They
put
coming
a
through with
Band-Aid
the
on
snake, and you know what I'm saying? When they came to my house, they tore the whole wall down. Like the owners that own the shit that I live in, them motherfuckers, they come and do above and beyond, and
Right.
I appreciate that.
Right.
But most owners, it's only 4 units, so it's
Right.
not, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not 100 units.
Right.
So when you got to deal with 100 units,
Oh, yeah,
now
it's totally
you got to
different.
put up
Commercial.
100 tenants.
It's a commercial.
You know what I'm
space.
saying?
Yeah.
So those type of people, that's why niggas was hating and being mad at Donald Sterling back in the day, because they said he was a slumlord. He never wanted to
Exactly.
fix shit.
And he was,
And,
yeah.
But that's 90% of the owners.
Right.
For
They
sure.
own some shit. They like, nigga, I bought this building just like this. I may come in and put a new tub in,
Right.
new sink, may paint the walls. Like he said, I'm going to put this Band-Aid over it so it
Exactly.
feels better
Yeah.
for you when you walk in. But these niggas don't never really structurally fix the building, especially if it's over 10 fucking stories.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure this motherfucker ain't finna fall.
Exactly.
You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying? And that shit
And you have to have it
happens.
checked a lot, especially if you live in a place where
They-
you know the ground is moving.
Yeah.
Right. They
Or,
get,
you
they get
know-
inspections.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, and I didn't mean to cut
The
you
inspections
off.
ain't digging
No,
up
no,
the
no.
ground and
No, no,
checking
no.
out the
No,
fortification
but
of it.
the state inspectors are. But see, this is the game now. So you know, if you know the right man, you can pass inspection.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem, especially when it's over so many X amount of units, it's considered a commercial unit. So you're already in another upper echelon. And you have
Mm-hmm.
to do X, Y, and Z regardless. But the cool thing about that, and I just want to say this real quick, when it comes to the Florida situations, motherfuckers was talking about for years that they heard the building squeaking,
Yeah, you're right.
bro. Like they were complaining to management, like, bro,
We
I
went to
can
Miami
hear,
and we seen that
like
shit.
I can hear that it's sinking.
Yeah. Because that shit was like 2 miles from fucking the beach.
Yeah.
Right.
It was right there off of
And,
college.
You can
that's
see
what,
it.
and that's what
You
happened.
can see it.
You know what I'm
and that's
saying?
what happened. There was erosion. There was a leak.
And people were paying
There
top
was a
dollar to
leak
be
in
there.
the pool,
Yeah.
And people lost
and
their
it
lives.
eroded
Yeah.
at the bottom of the building.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what caused it.
Man. Yeah, man. We just got to be careful in the buildings we live in. It may look good. The area may be good.
We got to be
You know what
careful,
I'm saying?
period, man. We're living in
Man.
a world, man, that is unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We live in a world where people are unethical. They will
Thank
give you something knowing that it's not
bad.
good.
Yeah.
They do it all the time, whether it be a car, a place to live, knowing that somebody died there, or there's some spirits and that place needs to be demolished, and people don't do that, man. They don't have that ethic. They don't have that efficacy, man. They don't.
They don't have that what?
Efficacy.
Y'all learned a new word today, okay?
Thank you.
Efficacy. Never heard that word before in my life.
Look at that.
Be still.
I believe you, nigga.
5'5". No,
I'm telling them niggas they learned a new word, nigga. Shit. I learned a new word.
yes, sir.
I was today years old. But yeah, man, that's some real shit. People, they generally don't want to do you harm, but they trying to make that buck that you're about to spend.
Yeah.
Whatever you spending your money on, man, if it ain't brand new, you got to do a little investigation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long it's been there, when the shit was built. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go and buy a house, right, do you move in that day?
No.
Exactly. So you got time to do some fucking homework. You know what I'm saying? Before you put your name on that dotted line. Because once you put your name on there, nigga, it's legally binding. You owe me. For however many years or a year you said you was going to be here, you owe me all of that right now. But I'm going to take these monthly payments. That's why you got to get a credit check. Because now your loan is whatever the... People don't realize this. When you go get a rental property and you sign, say, a year lease, and we going to even money, $1,000, you owe them niggas $12,000 from that first day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you leave in 3 months, you owe them niggas 9 racks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they want all of that.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? So do your homework on wherever the fuck you gonna live. You know what I'm saying? And if you see something going on in the fucking property, look at that shit and say, this just ain't right. If I don't rent it, whoever does rent it, your ass need to fix this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Exactly.
nigga, this shit is not safe. And if
Thank
they
you.
hearing the squeaks in the building,
For
then
years.
they knew this shit was fucked up.
But and they did. But like I said, and that's the whole nother conversation.
Yeah, 'cause we get comfortable.
How they kept passing the
Yeah.
inspection, bro.
Yeah, but we get comfortable of living in a certain place. You know, one thing people hate, nigga, is moving. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta
yeah.
move, nigga, that's a whole fucking some bullshit.
Especially if
pack
you're on
all
the
your shit
20th
up.
floor.
Ooh-wee.
Just imagine that move.
Man,
That's a hell of a move.
on the real. Hell of a move.
Niggas be like, let the motherfucker fall. Watch this.
Yeah.
And then the motherfucker fall and they turn into victims.
Yeah.
Thank
Shit,
you.
if they don't die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell us about Boosie.
So, excuse me. Boosie was released from federal custody, and to me, it looked like he went straight to the BET Awards because he went and acted a motherfucking fool. But what he was really saying was that, man, he appreciated being free. He appreciated that, you know, he thought they was gonna try to put him in a trick bag, and he enjoyed himself. So he was at the awards. I guess a song came on or something. He was feeling himself, and he fell. But he popped back up.
Gotta pop up.
Gotta pop up, man. And so, you know, it got me to thinking, out of everything they talk about Boosie, ain't nobody talking about Boosie and T.I. Boosie and T.I., the motherfuckers was at it talking shit to each other for about a good 2 months. And then, you know, they fell out. They had an album that was supposed to come out, and it didn't happen because Boosie said T.I. was a snitch. So finally they bumped into each other at an airport, and they were able to sit down and have a conversation, which carried on to them, you know, being able to, you know, reconcile their differences and move forward. And, you know, we don't hear about that a lot with black men.
Right.
I think we need to talk about that a lot more because one thing I've learned about this society is that when it's fake news or people are wrong and they hold on to it, nobody ever, you know, comes out and apologizes. Nobody ever comes out and say, you know, we were wrong for going against S and, you know, Flossie or Juice for whatever they did. And, you know, we just want to apologize because that could have hurt their family, their credibility. That could have hurt their brand. But nobody ever does that these days.
Yeah, I got a nigga thinking I fucked this bitch.
Yeah, I know. We was just talking about it.
Cold game, man. Cold game.
Man, shit. That was my old life.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But
Niggas do grow.
And niggas do flashback.
yeah.
Not me. Not me or you, Flossie.
Well, fuck you. What they got to do with me? That nigga said not me or you.
First of all, that's my partner.
I'm
doing what's called.
I'm doing
what's called DC. You know what DC is?
No, tell us.
Damage control.
There it is.
You know,
There
he
it
got to go home tonight. I don't know if she's gonna see this or if she does. You know, my nigga is solid. A1 from day one.
Thank you. I appreciate
So you ain't got to
man.
worry about shit, Tosh. Because I'm gonna always keep him in line because he keep me in line.
Oh well, thank you, brother. You know, it's all brotherly love.
Shut up, Juice.
saying?
Juice was about to say something, but you was just trying to.
And I'm just a hoe out here.
No, player. Nobody.
No,
said
nobody
that.
said that.
Okay,
Nobody
okay.
said
You
that.
understand?
You
You's
just
a
not.
good
You're
man.
not committed.
You's a good
man.
man.
You're not.
You's
You're a
good
great man, but you're just
good
not
man.
committed, and we're committed. So you know, it's
I'm
just a little
dedicated,
something
man. I'm dedicated. I'm
Yeah.
dedicated to me.
I see. I wasn't gonna say
First
that.
and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to
Don't
do
be
what's best for
stupid.
me. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
to. Can't take care of nobody else until you,
You know.
take care of
But I
yourself.
love you, baby.
Thank
As
you.
you should.
But it's like this, man. With the situation, like black people, like when you beefing with somebody, what Cardi B say? We're gonna be forever, right? And that's what a lot of people think. Like you got to be forever. Like you don't. Like you can get over it. If you walking around thinking about another motherfucker that you don't like every fucking day, the fuck is wrong with you?
King
You know what I'm
Von
saying?
said it best for this generation. We ain't trying to squash no beef, nigga. We into it till you die, real street nigga.
Man.
And
that's
that
how they
sound,
feel.
And you know what's crazy? Is it sounds retarded in the end because at least in our generation, we knew if we had an opposition or a nigga that we didn't like and he lived through it, at some point we had to have a conversation and talk about the shit that we went through.
Yeah.
And you
And tell our
realize
side, because you never hear each other's side.
exactly. And then what's funny about that is you realize that the dude is just like you.
Yeah, that's the problem with with us black people is
When
the
we come
person
from the
that
hood.
you beefing with is just like you.
Just like you.
Probably grew up in a single household.
Yep.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
experiences the same shit you did.
Probably barely got through school,
Yeah.
out here hustling.
Struggling.
Thank you.
Because he had to be responsible for his
Man,
family. Or
you know?
imagine a nigga that his mom put the weight on his back. Like, look, you gotta, bring something in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
At 16,
at
17.
16.
Not 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
Nigga at 17, 16 years old, man. The lights ain't gonna be on, nigga, if you don't get out there and do something.
Right.
You know what I'm
And she ain't
saying?
telling you to do nothing right.
Yeah, exactly. Cause shit, you can't get a real job. If you do, she gonna look at you like this all you brought. You done work 40 hours and you done brought 300 in this house.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's some
mama,
cold
I'm
moms
not a
out
fucking
here.
scientist.
Thank
you know what I'm
you.
saying?
There's
I'm
some
not gonna be
cold
bringing
moms from
you
the
know,
hood, bro.
It is.
It's some cold, especially nowadays. I see it now where, a lot of moms will force their kids to hustle, even if they not built for it, because they want them to, bring something to the table. But you got to understand, like I was telling somebody today, the hustle is an art.
Right.
It's an art, bro, because imagine you go through every emotion with the hustle,
Right.
whether it be making a couple dollars, and then after you make a couple dollars, having to fuck it off, running from the plug, fucking up the re-up, whatever comes with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't prepared for that. Niggas will give up doing that, 3 or 4 times. I done seen niggas, man, lose packs, and it don't affect them. They keep moving.
Right.
They may have to borrow, or they may can't, go get back and get the same package they got, but they, niggas at least go get 1 or 2.
Right. But like Flossie always say, man, the hustling, the whatever you are, is in you, man. It's not on you. You know what I'm saying? And what that means, nigga, if you wasn't built for this shit, then you ain't gonna be able to take all the emotions that go with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people out here that you see a nigga out here, he got diamond chains on, the nigga got the nice car and all that, but he may have been put in position that shit come easy to him. Let the nigga have to be down and can't get the same pack that he got.
Right.
That's gonna show the true character, and that shows the true character if you working and you lose a job,
Yep.
are you gonna bounce back?
It's the same philosophy.
You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna bounce back? You gonna get another job, or you gonna sit at the house and be like, oh man, I wish they never would have. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me, when I lost my job, I was like, God damn, man, what I'm gonna do? But luckily, a nigga had invested a lot in the job that I got a lot back, and that just put me right back on my feet. Like, oh yeah, nigga, you ain't lost in the shuffle, and then you just find something else to do. And then that something else to do might be your best move.
Right.
But if you'll never know that if you're going to sit on your ass and just be like, oh, woe is me. We ain't no woe is me type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? We all done been through struggling and being like, damn, man, we taking fucking odds and ends jobs and shit like that and just, you know, fucking living check to check. And when the check come, nigga, we partying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, I got this fat check. We partying. And then now we looking stupid and, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with making a sandwich to go to work with. You know what I'm saying? But now that's what we have to do because now we don't have the money. If we'd have been making sandwiches when we had the money, we'd have kept the money. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you think about how much money...
Fleming's and J. Alexander's and shit
man.
like that.
If you think about how much money you spent today, right, on bullshit, you'll be like, damn, man, if I spend that every day on some bullshit, how much would I have at the end of the month if I saved my bullshit money?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if it's $300. You got $300 at the end of the month.
Thank you.
That's only $10 a day.
Yeah.
$300. Like, you got to look in yourself out there. You got to look within yourself and say, okay, what can I cut back on? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it's buying fucking
shoes.
Fuck you.
Hey, no. You know, me and you have a lot of the same addictions other than, you know, the tree.
Right.
You know, and I realized that, I started to look in my closet one day and I realized, like, I can't wear all these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I want to, I can't wear all these motherfuckers.
Right.
So I need to slow down. I got at least 20 pair of shoes I ain't wore.
Man, and be like that. Flossie B got the same fucking habit. We don't leave your ass out of it. Shit, nigga.
Yeah, but I know when to say when.
No, you don't.
You have impulse control. Like, you be calling me like, hey, man, you got these?
Yeah, these niggas up here lying like a motherfucker.
No,
my thing is,
I'm going to tell you something funny. The shoes that he got on now, I was trying to get the motherfuckers, but I ended up getting the black ones, the high tops.
Thank you. Of course.
He called me one day. He was like, you got these? I was like, yeah, I got those. So then he sent me a picture of those. He's like, you got these too? I was like, no, I was looking for them, but I couldn't find them. So then he was like, if you go somewhere and you see these, man, call me. So I went somewhere and I seen them, and the nigga went and got them.
Damn right. And you know the funny part about it is? It was the last pair they had, and it was in my size.
It was meant for you.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Don't be stupid.
I travel far and wide to go get some kicks if I really want them.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
If I know they got them. Like, I remember we used to go to the Chic outlet in San Bernardino.
Oh,
it used
yeah.
to be round.
Fire.
It used to be round the corner from, you know, where Juice people stay.
Uh-huh.
And man, I remember, man, they used to have some shit. Like, you go over there with $100. I remember before I was really starting to spend money on shoes. Like, I wouldn't spend no more than $50 on shoes.
Right.
And I would go out there, and I remember I got these Jordans one time, these Jordan 1s.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I was in the game. And that's what brought me back. Because, you know, I've been wearing Jordan since the inception, but it just, I strayed for a long time because I went against the system.
Oh, yeah.
And I realized that, you know, ain't nothing wrong with a nice pair of J's, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a nice pair of J's.
That store right there, I bought, well, first of all, I had bought a pair of yellow and black Jordans.
I remember that.
Oh, yeah, the ones.
And the ones, right?
Yep.
I bought them motherfuckers, right? And I seen a homeless man on the street, and I gave him those shoes. And I had been looking for them shoes for a while.
Yep.
I go into the Chic outlet, nigga. They got them for $29.
Thank you.
Got them that day. You know what I'm saying? And I keep those shoes now. This is some years ago, but I keep them shoes now to remind me, nigga, that it's okay to buy shit on sale.
Yeah.
Oh, of
Like
course.
a lot of motherfuckers
All the time.
act like a sale is a bad thing.
Shit, I wait till a lot of
Shit.
shoes go on sale.
Yeah,
Now,
man.
shoes that I know that now there's a couple pair of shoes that I really wanted that I knew that they were ever gonna go on sale, but like like my daughter just bought me a pair of Jordans, and I was kind of happy she got them on sale.
Hell
Of
yeah.
course. Of course. Nigga, don't be stupid.
I got them twos, man, them gray ones.
Thank you.
The motherfucker's nice.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm ready to go. I got a whole fit for that bitch. I'm ready.
It ain't famously broke, nigga.
I know. I know.
You know what I'm saying? We got the
need
short
one.
sets, famously broke. You know what I'm saying? On famously
Don't be
broke
stupid.
IG and check us out, man. We got the short sets. I got on one right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are the my boys call them the hoochie daddy shorts, but
No,
they ain't that
that's what
short.
that's what your fans call them. They're gonna be like, Juice, we almost seen your meat. How they gonna say that? Like, Juice, we see something poking. Either
Hey.
you peeking or I'm speaking.
It's funny. It's funny because I was up here at the shop the other day and I had on the gray sweat shorts and shit. And, it was women that sent me a picture with a circle and that motherfucker like, oh, what you out there doing? I'm like, that's a
told
fold.
you.
That is a fold in the shorts. That is not me. Okay, ladies? That is not me. She
said,
I'm
nigga.
saying?
Nigga, that was a taco
Shit.
shell.
The 2-inch eye, private eye over here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want this ride.
She said that was a taco shell, nigga. She was ready for it.
Oh,
She wanted to put some meat in your taco.
Oh shit! Oh no, I'm gonna put some meat in that taco.
Si, senor.
Si, senor. Man, a little sports, man. We ain't gonna be here too long, man. A little sports, man. We had a trade going on. You know what I'm saying?
We had a couple trades going on,
Yeah,
man.
a lot of them. A
Yeah,
lot of them. But
so-
one we didn't talk about.
So today there was a trade for John Collins and Rudy Gay.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy Gay got traded from the Utah Jazz to the Atlanta Hawks, and John Collins got traded to the Utah Jazz.
Wow.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
A couple
John
days
Collins.
ago, yeah, he's a dog. I don't think he's gonna like Utah, but
He's
it
all
doesn't
right.
matter.
He's all
They're
right.
gonna pay a salary.
He's not real, though.
He's owed $78 million, and goddamn it, he wants his money.
I would have got rid of that nigga, too.
It's
So-
okay. He ain't got a jump shot, but
No, but
if he
you
go
know,
to the rack,
he's
rebounds, and
above
all
the
of
rim.
that, yeah, man.
He do a little bit of stuff. He do.
So the big trade that happened was Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors. And man, has it really ruffled a lot of feathers for teammates.
Right.
Draymond came out not too long ago and said that, him and Chris Paul have never really been friends, and that, he respects his basketball IQ, but he doesn't know how it's going to work coexisting with him.
Draymond resign?
No, not yet. He became a free agent. He opted out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
And what I think about that real quick, is that who gives a fuck if we get along offside the court? Like, long as you know I can hoop, nigga, and if you open, I'm going to get you the ball, shut the fuck up. Like, that's basketball done got too personal these days. Like, seriously. Like, back in the days, nigga, you got traded, right? You didn't care who
didn't
you
care,
went.
yeah.
You
You
gonna
just went
ball
ball.
out and play your game. Now these niggas, this nigga not my friend.
a
Who
different
gives
day.
a fuck? The nigga that left, you socked that nigga. So who the fuck wants to play with you?
You socked him or you put the paws on it?
He socked him.
Two-piece that nigga.
Did he hit him twice?
Yeah, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
two-piece.
So,
That nigga knocked that nigga out cold.
so it's like, nigga, who the fuck wants to come and play with you? Like, you opted out because just like Middleton, right? Was you gonna get to that or?
No,
We
you can touch on it.
So Middleton opted out. He had 40 mil coming this year. He opted out. So that 40 mil is gone.
Right.
He's looking for a new contract. Nigga been hurt 30 times, nigga. You're not going to get that same money from nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
But back to the Chris Paul situation, like, I feel like it may not work for a championship, but it'll work for the regular season because Chris Paul is going to play most of the games. He's going to be out there balling. He's going to take some pressure off of Steph. You know what I'm saying? Steph can just spot up and shoot and do what he do, even though he ball dominant. Oh boy, Chris Paul, he on his way out the door, so he ain't gonna be averaging 10, 9 assists no more.
Right.
Probably be averaging like 7. You know what I'm saying? 6 or 7, because Steph still want to shake a nigga up, step back and shoot the 3. You ain't gonna get an assist from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Thompson, he gonna be out the door. You know what I'm saying? I believe they are probably about to do a whole rebuild up in Golden State. They got rid of Wiseman last year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
they
they
got rid of
traded
Wiseman
Wiseman.
last year.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
They
I
got
thought you
rid of-
said Wiggins. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, they got rid of Wiseman last year. You know what I'm saying? So they
went to
don't
Detroit.
have a big man at all right now. You know what I'm saying? They big man is who?
Draymond.
He's a free agent though.
Exactly.
So he's not on the team. That's what
you're
I'm saying.
Is
He
for
d-
sure the
Oh,
truth.
okay, yeah.
What you're saying
They
is for
don't
sure
have
the
a
truth.
big man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're looking for everything right now. You know what I mean?
But you know how the boy is as far as Kurt, and they still got them little youngsters, Kamanga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other little light skinned cat with the braids, and so they got these little pieces that they want them to get more burn anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they can move without having the biggest big man. You know what I mean? They can move with a small lineup. That's not an issue. If Klay Thompson stays, the writing is on the wall, because it makes no sense to have Draymond, outside of the height, which isn't much, and Chris on the same team, because Draymond facilitates.
Right.
You get rid of him, Chris Paul gonna be coming in averaging, 30 assists. You never know, you know what I'm saying? If you keep those players as far as Clay and Curry, then it can be a good mixture as far as him finding individuals. You know what I mean? Because that's what Chris Paul is great at. Right. But yeah, man. I mean, is it an upgrade? Like you said, not because how long is Chris Paul gonna last? That's always been the issue with Chris Paul.
Is that Achilles is going down
up until the regular season is over,
because he always gets hurt
in
the
the
playoffs.
Yeah,
so it's all about his durability and his availability as far as if he's gonna be able to play and how much.
I agree with everything you said except how many assists, because his only assist is gonna go to fucking Thompson. Other than a nigga getting a layup, slashing
you mean
or something.
Aiden?
No, nigga.
Oh,
Aiden.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
What he's thinking is that since
Or
he got
Kuminga.
2 bomb ass shooters on there, he gonna be just dropping dimes on them niggas. But Curry, how many fucking catch and shoots did Curry do this year? Not too many.
No, and that's the thing though, and that's the thing about Steph. That obviously the step back is phenomenal, but the thing, and a lot of people don't realize, is that Steph is one of the greatest when it comes to peeling off screens.
Yeah, he
Him
is. But he
and
still want to
Thompson.
dribble the ball
Yeah.
and voyeur through and then create his own shot.
He wants to do that for sure.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I think that can be a benefit, you know what I mean, to both. I think they can work together as far as Curry and Paul. But like I said, I think it benefits those two individuals mostly if you keep Thompson and Steph. Obviously they don't keep Steph, but with Chris, that can definitely be potent just because of the way that they run screens. Or come off of screens, I should say. You know
I
what
think
mean?
only Thompson. I know that Steph Curry come off of screens, but I would probably have to do a little investigating to see.
You got to see it.
I just don't think that Curry gonna come off the screen and catch and shoot. I think he gonna come off the screen, throw the fake, and then take a couple of dribbles where it's gonna take the assist away. But I just see his game, and I just know.
But
I agree with that.
but they still do that. They do that right now with Draymond. They put him at the high post and they let them run the baseline.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I just don't
so
feel
he don't
translating
catch,
the tramping
but he
shit.
doesn't catch the ball and shoot it. He catch the ball and takes
And
his
still create.
dribble.
And I don't think
you feel me.
I don't think it'll be a breakdown because you have Chris Paul, who is an actual facilitator and a point guard. So what I'm saying now, Draymond is just versatile.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like I said, that's the aspect I look at it as. And they're used to running with a small lineup.
Definitely. But you can't say that. Even though Draymond, his assists come from it ain't nothing else to do.
Right.
I done took these niggas to the rack, and now it's 2 niggas on me. I'm going to give a nigga a ball for a layup. Most of his assists, when he go triple-double, That's what it is. If you watch the game, it's to Thompson. It ain't to Curry. That's why I say he might have 6-7 assists a game. We're going to have to see, of course, but 6-7 assists a game is a lot for a nigga on his way out the door. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
I know it ain't going to be no 10,
no,
30.
No. That was a joke. That was just joke. I was just joking as far as
because
the numbers,
they good shooters, and I agree with that. But Steph ain't the spot up shooter, nigga. His game done changed from when he done came in the league, got the ankle injury, and then came back, and now he like, nigga, I'm creating this shit. He gonna do a lot of teardrops. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come in.
Of course.
He gonna hit you at a lot of different angles.
Yeah, he shoot 20, 30 times a game, right?
Yeah.
10 of those is threes, right?
Oh, of course.
The other shots is teardrops. You know what I'm saying? So that means he's catching the ball and he's going down. We look and say Steph done made the most threes in a game, the most threes in history, the most in a half, the most in a, you know what I'm saying? We look at that.
Right.
But we not really looking at how he shot those threes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he shoot those threes, nigga, it's a step back. Like you said, he got a phenomenal step back. He doing the step back where he tried to take a nigga. He wasn't going for it. He did the step back because all he need is that much space.
Right.
But Thompson, he holds the record for the most points and the less dribbles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he's the nigga that's going to catch and shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So if he averaged 25 points a game this coming up year, I can give you 9 assists for your boy.
Right.
But other than that, I don't see him getting too many assists from Curry because his mind is a point guard still.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. But like I said, it's that coexistence because even Draymond right now, he'll bring the ball up.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So it all depends in
they call him a point forward.
Yeah, in the matchup because that's what determines what they do. That's what, Steve Kerr is actually a great, as far as when it comes to his coaching ability, is determining how to make the mismatch. And that's why Draymond has always been a pivotal part of that is because of what he can do.
He a walking mismatch.
Exactly. And as far as moving and the way that he plays with his tenacity, it's rare to have somebody with that type of drive, but you put all that in one. But anyway, like I said, you can remove Draymond, put Chris Paul right in that. Now you got some mid-range too with it, so they can move. It's give and go city all day with that. You know what I'm saying? You kick the Curry kick right back to you right there in the mid-rainy. It's going to be a rainy day. So, I mean, it definitely can work out. And then Chris is always good, in the box with pocket passes. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they have a smaller team. So that can work to his, you know what I'm saying, to his advantage.
We got to see if Kuminga and the other big is going to be rolling.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to take half a season for them niggas. By the All-Star break, they're going to be in sync. But by then, it's too late to average X amount of assists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm getting it from because Chris
I'm
Paul is a certain – how many assists did he average this year?
Around 7.
Around 7. So I wasn't too far off.
No,
and he had better
7.
shooters.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
You know what I'm saying?
But
we ain't going to say
much.
better shooters, but.
He didn't play much either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Man, anything else we got to offer these people?
Man, I think we're.
You already talked about the Cats on the Boat, that song, huh?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I kind of.
Damn, nigga, where was you at?
I've been on a hiatus.
Yeah, we talked about that. Hey, man, I think that I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's a beautiful night, and it is what it is.
Shut the fuck up. I'm like, okay, so me and Flossie B, we follow. I think you follow him too. See a Collective.
Right.
Yeah.
Show him your shoes real quick. You gotta lift them up a little higher than that, nigga.
Yeah,
Okay. So he got the Sia what they call it?
Foam runners.
You got the foam runners on,
Foam
right?
trainers.
Lift your whole leg up. You ain't got to show the camera, but just lift your whole leg up.
Got the shoestrings and the insoles.
Yeah,
Can you see it, Blair?
I do, nigga. But you got on socks.
Right.
You ain't supposed to have on socks.
Well, he don't want them to stink.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I got on.
I was like, this nigga
mini
got on socks?
Got on mini socks.
I said, this nigga got on socks?
Yeah, I got on mini socks, player.
He specific. Sia, you specifically said you don't want niggas wearing socks. Oh, just fucking
Hey, you
with
know what? Definitely. My boy D, hey, nigga had to bust the socks with him, player. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
send me my Grinches, nigga.
Yeah, send me
Shit.
mine too, please.
Send me my Grinches.
Can I get my avatars?
Man,
please?
shit,
And my
nigga.
booties?
Y'all
And
waiting
my
for y'all
booties.
shoes?
Man, I've been waiting since February.
Yeah, forever worry.
You know, we ain't got nothing against you, bro, but I would never do a pre-sale.
Just facts.
Man, it's just facts.
Not
the
like that. And trust me, we ain't knocking you.
No,
Big
just-
love, player. Big love.
Definitely. Just the
Good
pre-sale
love.
is, you know, I got many outfits to go with these shoes. I just haven't got the shoes. And it's summertime. It's time to be wearing these bright ass colors. You know what I'm saying? It's
Got
the time.
fits in the back of the.
You feel me? In the back of the closet, man. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting.
So yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all so we can get y'all more shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing this all on our motherfucking own.
For
you know what I'm
y'all.
saying? YouTube ain't paid us 10 cents. You feel me?
Thank you.
So man,
For the
like,
love of it.
comment, and subscribe, man, and we can be doing this shit from more locations, and y'all can come through, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna do the 100, but that's gonna be on us. You feel me?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So you know what I'm saying. Any
sir.
last words? Start with you, Flossy B.
Please like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying. Show the love and support to black business. Make that a theme this year as a whole. Stop hating. Let's all stop hating this year. We already halfway through the year, so let's just right now just stop hating. You know what I'm saying, and start giving each other homage. You know what I'm saying, as a whole. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying. Treat yourself. Don't beat yourself. You know what I'm saying. When it comes to life, you know what I'm saying. Make the right decision, not the wrong, man.
Yada da. Pasadena Sean.
Stand on it, be about it, love yourself, love the people around you, man, and strive for greatness. That's it, that's all.
For sure. Before I get the last moment, you gonna play a song to let us out?
Oh shit. Oh hell.
Got something new?
Nah, nothing like that, player. You
We're gonna
know
hit the
what I'm saying?
roadcast. And while they doing that, man, my last words is always the same thing, man. Be better than you was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And make a plan. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So make a plan, man, and see that way through. Whether it's a weight loss plan, whether it's a motherfucking money making plan, you know, a business plan. You got to make a plan. When you go in the bank and ask for some money, you got to have a business plan.
Better
you know
for
what I'm saying?
better life plan.
Yeah, you feel me? A better life plan, man. You just got to get it and plan your shit, man. I seen some shit online where nigga said he writes shit down 9 times a day. 3 in the morning, 3 in the noon time, and 3 at night. So when you wake up, you read that shit and you know what you plan to do. And one thing I learned by this social media shit, man, is you got to act like you already did whatever it is you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas out here renting Lamborghinis and shit to show y'all that they already made it. And then once you think a nigga made it, then you go fuck with them. And then now they done made it. So if you got to fake it till you make it, I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? We getting it from the ground up. You feel me? So we ain't finna be faking shit to y'all. But if that's your thing, man, you just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying stop hating. Remember those old stop hating T-shirts niggas used to sell? You know what I'm
we
saying?
stupid.
That's what that brought me to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
man.
we gonna hit him with this. We're gonna hit him with the guap up, man. Just
We're gonna hit him with the guap up.
yeah,
All
just
right, for
because,
sure. Don't hit play yet.
yeah.
So man, we out of this motherfucker, man. Episode 94. We gonna hit y'all with the guap up. You want to introduce the song, my guy?
Yeah, check it out, man. This is that guap up. You know what I'm saying? From the boy Flossy B on that Slap by the Pound, out on all platforms. And I want to give a special shout out to all the Spotify listeners, man. We almost to 100,000 streams, man. We running numbers, so thank you. And this one just hit the 10 banny, so thank you.
Guap up, featuring
Dina Boy Juice,
Come on, let's run this play.
Pasadena Sean, man.
First rule of
the hustle, always double up. Before you spend a buck, take your double up and double up. Play broke on these niggas and watch it bubble up. Legal or illegal, keep your shit confidential. If it is illegal, keep it out to residential. No new friends, cause new niggas will snitch quick. Ain't no loyalty in this game when you tryna get rich. Flip chips, don't trust a bitch, give her dick and dip. Keep your conversation short, stick to the script. You in it for the money, not homies, let them niggas talk. If you ain't feeling the deal, man, let that money walk. The game change. I swear these niggas ain't the same. Niggas that hit licks, get caught, snitch, put you in chains. That's why I'm on my O'Shea, nigga with an attitude. In the 4/5 spit, longitude and latitude.
A grunt, bro. And if a nigga talking cheese, I'm talking nachos. Cause you ain't got no dough. And all that catting that you doing is a no-no. Like hanging with broke niggas is a no-go. Cause they only be around to the dolo. I'm trying to get where I fit. Like a crocodile in a brand new pair of gators, man. Niggas mad cause they see me in the turf with my grop up in my brand new scraper, man.
Niggas mad cause they see me in the turf with my grop up in my brand new scraper,
They
man.
like, that's where you been, we ain't heard nothing, you stagnant. Nah, nigga, up in math class, admin. No subtractions, only actions. Working with SD, it can't be no distractions. For the roads, 10 toes, been down for a minute. Pasadena Shine, aka mind your business, we don't need no witness. Run it like a litmus. Told bro, play the game, better scrimmage. If you're trying to multiply it like a gremlin, pay attention to the rules and regulations. With this here, it ain't no statute of limitations. So which means you gotta know what you're facing. Stack it up and keep it basic.
One more time, nigga.
Stack it up and keep it basic. Stack it up and keep it basic.
One more time, nigga. Stack it up and keep it basic. That was motherfucking Guap Up.
Thank
you. Know what
you.
I'm saying? Flossy B, you can find that. Flossy B, anywhere you find your music. You know what I'm saying?
And this is find your streams.
Exactly. This is episode 94, man, and we out, man. Dina Boy Juice, New Wave Shop Talk, Pasadena Shine, Flossy B, and shout out to Swaggy D. He not here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Probably somewhere hating. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna holler at you later.
Hey,
Peace.
hey.
What up?
Either ride the wave or get caught in the tide, man.
You feel me? Kind of like Ocean's Gate, and we out.
You're now tuned in to the #1 podcast. I give you New Wave Shop Talk, Shop Talk, Shop Talk. New Wave Shop Talk, New Wave, New Wave. Got something on your mind? Let's talk about it. Shop Talk, Shop Talk. Leave a comment, we'll talk about it. New Wave, New Wave.
Talk about these white women, you know what I'm saying, and these rappers taking up all the good acting jobs. I need some of them acting gigs. So all y'all directors, holla at your boy.